That don't change the way that I think of you. I look for you in every crowded room. You're the one that got away. Never got the chance to say it's only you, only you.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the grand finals of Division 8.2. Today we have Orgless versus, and I'm going to try and say this as best as I can. I did write it down just in case. YUIA². YUIA². So YUIA, pronounced YUIA squared. Okay? So they're a sub-org of Parallax, from what I've been told. And it is going to be Division 8.2. So, gonna get into it. Start seeing what the tail of the tape is. Start seeing what maps we got going. What div will be watching. So yeah, 8.2 for that one. Thank you very much for the follow, Soleil, Hake, and Griffgroff. Thank you. Got some Orgless support already in the chat. Love to see that. Right, let's have a look at the maps because I'm aware we've got 4 minutes until we're supposed to be kicking off. So let's have a look. We are going to be starting it off on a Scar hardpoint. AR's going to play a big part of this. You've got the ARs on the side of Orgless. It's going to be Soleil, and it's going to be Worry. And then your ARs on the side of YUIA² are going to be Ads, who's also the captain. We'll see him flex throughout the series as well. And we've got Big Sket. Some interesting names on the side of YUIA². Mashallah, Inshallah, Ads, and Big Sket. So if you hear me say Mashallah, Inshallah, or Sket, I'm not just saying some words randomly in a sentence. I know some people know what they mean, some people don't, but it is what it is. So that's going to be your map one. It is going to be the Scar hardpoint. We're then going to be moving on to exposure S&D. After that, we're going to have another exposure with the overload. And then if we get that far, we are going to be making our way to a Colossus hardpoint. And then if we get to a map 5, it is going to be a raid S&D. Just to let you guys know, obviously this is a grand finals. So there can be a bracket reset. YUIA² need to take the win on this series for a bracket reset. And then Orgless have to stop them from doing that. Or just win one of the brackets if you don't know how it works. Got 2 best of 5s. Unless Orgless take the first one. Indeed, I've just seen your message, Tricks. Thank you very much. I don't know why I always forget to do that. Give me 1 second. There we go. I'm in. Thank you very much, Trix. Appreciate that. So yeah, thank you very much for the follow, Menza. Appreciate that. So yeah, as I was saying, there could be a bracket reset if YUIA take the win on this first best of 5. If that does happen, we will have a short break while the teams do the vetoes and I get the graphics ready, and then we'll go back into it for the second best of 5 if it gets there. Just to let you guys know, tail of the tape for this one, we're going to come back over to my face. Hello, hello. This is your bracket on the screen for you right now. As you can see, YUIA pretty much flawless. 3-0 against Nemesis Pythons, then Olympian Phoenix, and then HSG Black. However, they did take a loss 3-0 to Orgless already in the winners final. Orgless having gone 3-1 against Invictus and 3-1 against HG Black. I have been told though that YUIA, when they played against Orgless in that winners final, were not running their main 4 players. This time in the grand final, they are going to be running those main 4 players. So it is a very high chance that YUIA do have a chance to win this one. They did get 3-0'd in the winners final. However, nothing is impossible when you're running your main 4. So that's your bracket. And as we know, it is about to be 7 p.m. So we are almost ready for this. In the meantime, going to get the maps back on the screen for you guys, just for anybody who is joining up as we speak. Our first map's going to be Scar Hardpoint, as we said. We spoke about Worry and Solate, the Orgless ARs. I've been told Worry is a bit of a stiffer AR. He likes to rotate. He likes to play those spawns. Anchor, if you will. You got Solate, the captain of Orgless. Very much an aggressive AR. And then on the side of YUIA, as we said, Ads, going to be the captain for YUIA. Also an AR. And he is also going to be flexing here and there when the slaying is necessary. Big Sket, all I've been told is there's an AR. That's all I got for you. On the side of Orgless, you're going to have Hake and Rizzo on the subs. Hake being the aggressive sub and Rizzo being the route man. Let's see if he gets paid today. And then we got Marshallah and Inshallah on the side of YUIA, who are also going to be your subs. Let's see. I think it will be quite interesting. Map 2 and Map 3, definitely more potential for the subs to come out to play. However, that Map 1, I think we're going to definitely see Solate, Ads, Worry, and Big Sket be your main players in this first map. If either one of them can't pick up the pace or can't keep the pace going into the start of this series, we might see some trouble going into the later maps. Hopefully, we get to a raid S&D. We all love a raid S&D, obviously. Everybody says it. We all know it. It's a Black Ops 2 map that's come back. It's a fan favorite. Everybody loves it. Unfortunately, I have seen some people veto that on ranked, which is really curious to me. I don't know why you'd ever do that. But swiftly moving on. How's everybody doing today? How is everybody doing today? We've got a few people in here. Definitely some more support for Orgless. If it's your first time here, guys, please do drop a follow. We do appreciate all the support. We do have a bracket reset today. It is going to be a long one. Bracket reset could be up to 2.5, 3 hours. If both of them go to map 5, this could be a long stream. Hey, Imps, thank you very much for the follow. Appreciate that a lot. Chum. Chum. Get some water down me. Get ready for this. Hopefully the volume's okay, guys. I have moved house recently, so kind of had to do the setup again. Kind of restart stuff and get everything working again. let me know how that sounds for you guys. If you think I'm too loud or you want me to shut up, let me know. That also works. Give me a shut up Dave in the chat. As we know, Call of Duty players tend to be late, so we're still waiting on the code. I don't have code. Beautiful, man. Hey, you've seen me IRL now. You know this face doesn't change, whether it's through the camera or in real life. I'm the same as I always will be. Does look like both teams are waiting. Well, not both teams. Does look like Orgless are waiting for a code as it stands. Just got to double check. Right. Let's have a look. Anybody who's just joined up at the bracket, as we were saying, YUIA pretty much flawless all throughout playoffs. 3-0 against Nemesis Pythons, Olympian Phoenix, HSD Black, only losing to Orgless, who then 3-0'd them. And it does look like we have a code, so we will be joining very, very soon. Orgless getting 3-1 wins against Invictus and HSG Black, and obviously that 3-0 as we just spoke against YUIA. YUIA did play with a pickup, I believe, or a substitute during their game against Orgless. So even though it was a 3-0, I don't know how much of that we can actually take for at face value. YUIA very much have a chance to win this now. It will go to a bracket reset if YUIA win this first best of 5, as I said before. So I'd have the code. So let's have a look. While I type it in, I'm going to pop the maps up on the screen for you. First map obviously going to be that Scar hardpoint, as we said. And then we're going to be moving over to a double exposure at the very least. If we get that far, we'll also get to a Colossus and a raid. Lord TMC, thank you very much for the follow. Appreciate that. Up the Xbox. Yeah, so late playing on the Xbox. Love to see that. Rare nowadays, you see someone in the league, they're not playing on PC. Ake, same thing. Also playing on the Xbox. Does look like we got all the players here. Trix, thank you very much for the sub. Much appreciated, mate. Does look like we are going to start this off fairly soon. So, I'm going to pause the music. We're going to get into this. They're all on Xbox. Oh, they are all on Xbox. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It's just because they're split over Team 1 and Team 2 right now, so I didn't realise. Rizzo, Sole, Hake, and Worry all on the Xbox. Abuse, thank you very much for the follow, mate. First time chat. Nice to see you here. It was a pleasure to meet you at the LAN. I'm glad you could tune in for one. We are going to be having Orgless versus YUIA. Going to be a good one. Both teams doing really well in Division 8.2. Both pretty much completely flawless in playoffs, apart from obviously YUIA losing to Orgless in the winners final. But I'm very interested to see the captain versus captain battle. It is Soul8 on Orgless' side that is the captain. Adds on YUIA² side. Both of them ARs. So let's see if the IGLing from them is going to get them the win. Just letting them know that I am ready whenever. And then we're going to get into this. We're also going to be trying out something new today, boys. I worked on something behind the scenes. We might have a little highlight thing. It might work. It might not. It's going to be a trial run today. I know probably not the best thing to trial run something at grand finals. However, you got to risk it for a chocolate biscuit. That's what I say. And if there was ever a time for it to work, it would be a grand finals. And if it doesn't work, we don't lose out on much. But it does look like the game is starting. So, it's going to be Scar Hardpoint. P1 very much being a contested hill. Then we move over to P2, which is going to be Motel, or as Matt says, Hotel Motel Holiday Inn. We love it. And then we're going to go over to P3 over by the plane, P4 in blue, and then P5 over towards green. But let's have a look. I believe this overlay is the wrong way around. Indeed it is. And there we go. Let's kick it off with Mashallah holding this AR over towards mid. Currently kills do go in the way of Orgless. Playing this slow off the bat. Just looking for a pick. Ads does manage to take one. Kill feeder's already messed up. That's always a good sign. Big Sket gets a two-piece. Marshall now on the point. With backup from teammates, they do drop in market. Not quite able to finish that kill over towards market, or shop as some people like to call it. And now the players of Orgless do swarm over. Inshallah now with 9 seconds left on this point is going to rotate over. I've just realised the music's also playing, so let's get that stopped. Apologies for that. Inshallah, 2 kills over towards P2, and now YUIA currently in control of the point. Orgless going to have to try and get something to work over here. Ake trying to make his way in, not able to get a kill here on Inshallah. Playing his life very nicely. Worry does get the trade there. Now as they go in, kills do go in the way of YUIA. However, Mashallah tagged up. Nade does go to the side and does get dropped. Now, players of YUIA trying to all flood the point. However, Orgless with the front, with the back. They're on the flank as well. Inshallah does manage to take one, does drop another as well. And now it's going to be YUIA with the point and the lead. 12 seconds to go. They're going to be looking to rotate. However, it is going to be the players of YUIA already here. Big Sket not able to finish one. However, Mashallah does drop Worry. And now with the position on P3, they do have the heady. They have the spawns. They need to worry about the back though, because who's this? I can't switch properly. It's not letting me change to the right players. And now the flip does come through. Orgless now on the point. Worry able to take one, plays his life. Soul8 getting a big 2 as well. And now they have to worry about the flip as it comes through. They are aware, they've all turned around, but Mashallah managed to take one. Ads getting another one as well. And now as they make their way over, 20 seconds left, they do need to push over towards blue. Inshallah is working on it. Is going to take one. Missed shots. He's not going to like to see that on the replay. That was unfortunate. Now, I don't know why that's happened. There we go. Currently, it is Orgless in control of P4. Rory going to be playing up top. Nade come through. Does he see the one top blue? Plays the time in. Not quite able to finish him, but he has stayed alive. Teammates with the backup. The pistol kill comes in, and that's 4 dead. For the side of YUIA. They are going to be spawning over towards P2. They are aware. 1 dead. Worry picking up a big kill. Can he play his life? He does have help. And there we go. And the lead has changed. Orgless now in the lead, and Worry still getting the kills. However, the players of YUIA coming in. Managed to trade that trophy down as well. Has to worry about one more. He has dropped him as well. So the last 10 seconds are going to go over to the side of YUIA. Now P5 going to be in the control of Orgless, and they do have a pushed up position. Soleil managed to take one over towards P2. Is he aware of the 2 players over towards Market? Does drop Mashallah, so you got to expect he sees another one here as well. He does, and there's one behind him, but I don't think they're aware. They are. Worry turning around and picking that one up, and now Soleil just absolutely slaying. 16 and 8 right now. Make that 16 and 9. I thought he was going to get that kill. Doesn't quite make it happen. 30 seconds now gone in the way of Orgless on P5, and this is big time for them. Mashallah does manage to break into the back, and now all the kills going in the way of YUIA. Hake last person alive. Sorry, Rizzo last person alive on P5 does get dropped, and now the last 20 seconds looking to go in the way of YUIA. Orgless trying to break through though. They're not letting them have any more of that scrap time. Now working over to P1. They do have Ads to worry about. He is the captain, the man of the game for Orgless. Not quite able to finish those kills. A bit of shaky shots from both sides, I think. And now Soleil does get dropped as well. Ads in the back. Managed to pick up one. Does need to get Hake if they want to get them off the time as well. 50 seconds left on P1. Does spot Hake. Not quite able to finish that kill. Can he get them? Does have help from his teammates though. However, who's this in the back? Here's Soleil. Managed to drop 2. Can he get 3? Not quite. And just like that, time currently white. And you know what I say? White time is good time. Mashallah able to pick up 1. Time now currently contested. Does see Hake. Does get dropped. Now Ads on the point. Does have to worry about Soleil. However, not long left on P1 now. Only 15 seconds or so before they have to start worrying about P2. And currently, it is going to be YUIA in control of that. If we look at the side of YUIA, 21 and 13 is Soleil. However, Rizzo 8 and 13. And as we know, Rizzo... Sorry, this is Orgless. Ignore me. Rizzo is the route man on the sub, so he's going to start making some plays. He's got to start making some routes to get paid if he wants to bump up those stats. However, Soleil on this point now managed to get another one. Not quite able to finish, inshallah. And it's really not letting me change to inshallah, unfortunately. And now Orgless still in control of P2. 30 seconds left. Kills getting traded. Big Sket managing to play his life beautifully in that left corner there. Does get spotted by Hake now. Still doesn't drop. Gets a big 2. And now in this corner, trying to pick up 1. 15 seconds left. They do have to worry about P3. It does seem like both teams are moving over. There's a gunfight going down in mid. It is Ads up against Rizzo. Not quite able to finish that kill, but look at this. If I can change them, but it won't let me. There's a player on P3 who has just dropped. And it was Mashallah. And now mid-cut. Big Sket trying to make his way through. Does have a flank opportunity as well. But on point currently, it is Orgless that have the control and a considerate lead. And those kills aren't going to help the side of YUIA either. Worry playing absolutely huge right now. Any kill that you see that Soleil's in the kill feed has been Worry. But there is a nice little flank coming. But the lead is definite. It's a 70 point lead right now. However, those kills needed to come through more than ever. 20 seconds left on P3. And now P4 Rotations are going to come in. Big kill if that was to come through on Soulate. Would get him out the back of the spawn, but now they don't only have to worry about him. They have to worry about the other men in P1. Soulate still in the back, getting some big kills. And now last man alive over towards P4 is going to be Ads. Managed to get the wall bounce, but he's going to be joined by 2. Not quite able to finish a kill there. But currently, time is still in the way of Orgless. Martial Art trying to do what he can in the back. Not quite able to. Now, Inshallah does also drop on point. Ads, once again, still alive for his team. With 35 seconds left. And Orgless only needing 20 more score to win this game. That is a very important kill, but it's just too many of them. And they've got the front locked down as well. Martial Art not able to do anything either. And now 10 seconds left. And you got to think it might just be out of their hands. And we might be looking at a map 1 going over towards Orgless. And now 248, 249 and 250. And map 1 is going to go over to Orgless. Soulate 22 and 21. So this was a nice little flank that he got. 1, 2, gets a 3rd with the collat as well. And then he sees Inshallah, knows exactly where he is. Wall bounce and the 4th. Soulate being a clutch player already for this team. That's your scores on the doors. And map 1 does go over to Orgless, as we said. Let's get those tunes back on. And in the meantime, while we wait for the second map, I'm going to leave you guys with the tunes because I did try and do the replay thing for the highlights. However, it did change the camera view. So give me a second while I figure that out, and hopefully it should be sorted for at least the next map. All sorted. Let's do a little catch up. Obviously, Abused with the follow, as we said. Ultra Useless DVR, thank you very much for the follow. Knuckle Monster, thank you very much for the follow. Everybody who's in here, it's nice to see so many of you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you haven't already, drop the follow. If you do have a Prime, just like Trix did, please feel free to support. It's all very much appreciated. As we've just seen, map 1 has gone over to Orgless. As we spoke about before, YUIA need to win this best of 5 in order for the bracket reset. However, these teams have faced off before. Orgless did 3-0 YUIA before. So, it is what it is. However, YUIA didn't have their main squad. But it does look like we are loading in to Exposure as we speak. Let's get the music stopped. Let's go over. It is going to be Exposure S&D, as we know. However, does look like the teams are a little bit messy there to start. But we have got it the right way around. Let's start off with Mashallah, who is going to be your bomb carrier here. They make their way down P5. Oh. Mashallah is not the bomb carrier. Inshallah is, but it didn't let me change to the right person. There we go. Does get dropped by Warrior, so now bomb is going to be down. Does get traded instantly. And now Worry gonna have to worry about a player around P5, but bomb is gonna go down just like that. Mashallah gonna peek out, a bit brave, not quite able to finish off Rizzo there. Now a 2 versus 3 for the side of YUIA. Make that a 2 versus 2. Adds, or Big Sket, sorry, getting a big kill. And now 30 seconds left on the clock. Worry and Soulate gonna have to play this quickly if they want to get a couple of kills here before having to defuse the bomb. Might be playing this just a bit too slow. 15 seconds left. They've got the info. The bomb defuse is going to go down. He does let go of it. I think he would have got it. But teammate is there for the trade. And Soulate doing what he needed to do. And the bomb defuse has come through. It is going to be 1-0 to the side of Orgless. Keeping the momentum going after taking map 1. And with 20 seconds left, I said they were playing too slow, but they've made it work. We did say Worry being that stiffer AR, he's going to play it a little bit slower. Soulate being the captain, I don't know what's happened, but we've ended the game. So, we're going to wait a little bit. It is what it is. While we figure out what's happening. Because I didn't see anything wrong with that. But who knows? Who knows, people? Fine. Let's give it a second. Gonna do a quick message, figure out what's happening. And then I will update you guys. However, how's everybody doing today? We all good? We all having a good day? I've got to say, I'm having a good day. This is my first stream back since LAN, and it couldn't have come any earlier. Honestly, like I have been absolutely gagging to stream, absolutely gagging. Haven't been able to. Just moved house, didn't have any internet for God knows how long. So many people belling me up saying, "Oh, Dave, can you cast this? Can you cast that?" Couldn't do it. Just couldn't do it. Honestly, as much as I wanted to. But it is what it is. Settings were wrong. Okay, so settings were wrong for that. They are going to be 1-0 up still. As it was YUIA that were host. But it does look like we are going to go in. Hey, Lukey's, thank you very much for the follow. So, remember guys, going into this now, they are going to be 1-0 up. Orgless are. Okay? And as we start the countdown, let's get the music stopped. Let's get over, and the teams are going to change. And let's start it off. They've started on the wrong sides. They started on the wrong sides. Not good enough. Can barely hear you over music. Hey, good to know. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. At least someone told me. Not like the rest of you guys. Jesus. How's that? Is that a bit better? Put the music higher, you're too loud. Right. Right. I'm getting contradicting contradicting stuff here. You can either barely hear me or the music needs to be higher because I'm too loud. Right. It's one or the other, guys. Pick one. Pick one. Is that better? Yes or no? Is that better? I've just had 2 people contradict themselves in the chat. Come on. Come on, guys. Do better. Do better. Right, we are going to do another reset just purely because they changed the wrong teams. It is going to be Orgless who are on the offense. Thank you very much for the follow. 0LZ Ghost, thank you very much for the follow. Appreciate you guys. Thank you everybody for the support. bit higher. It's way too low. What, the music or my mic? Come on, guys, help me out. The music or the mic? I'm guessing the music's too high. I'm guessing we're being sarcastic. Right, guys. That's enough of that. That's enough of that. I think I've caught on now. I can't hear it through my headset, guys. Right. Well, we are going to be loading in. We'll fix that after. I told you, I've been away. I had to redo my whole setup, basically. It is what it is. Okay, we're going to have a few technical difficulties here and there. However, we are going to go back in. Teams are starting to load in now. Let's get that off. Let's get this on. And just like that. Teams have switched as well, obviously. Get that switched over. Just like that. And the nade has come through from Hake onto Ads. So Ads going to be starting off this game already dead. And that's unfortunate. And now playing it very, very slow off the bat. Orgless really just playing this for a pick. Although they do already have one, so I think they need to make a decision here, decide which bomb do they want to take it over to. Because YUIA not going to make this easy for them. Not going to give them another free kill when they're already a man down. Mashallah managed to take one, but Hake does get another one over there, so it is now a 2 versus 2. Mashallah ironed up. Aware though. Now knows 100% it is a B push. Sees one, not quite able to finish him. Solid does get dropped, and now 1 versus 1. Bomb not down. Well, bomb dropped, but not down. And now timing is going to take a massive part into this. Hake going to try and make his way over to bomb. Is he going to get some time in? I think he has. Big Sket definitely has seen him. But bomb going to go down. Not enough time. And just like that, Orgless do take another round. And it's now 2-0 over to Orgless. Apologies. YUIA run that round. It's now 1-1. The side swap kind of messed with me, not going to lie. Now 1-1 as we go into round 3 after the reset. YUIA going to take this over towards B. Let's see how long it takes for Orgless to react to this. You'd expect them to try and get this down as fast as possible, and bomb does start going down. Stuns come through, and Orgless definitely going to know about this now. Attack usage coming through, and the players of Orgless slowly collapsing, especially with the help of Rizzo, who's going to be in the back. Not quite able to take down one, so now it is going to be Rory taking down one. Does get instantly traded, and now a 2 versus 2, 25 seconds left. And this is going to be huge. Solid not managed to get one there. Now 1 versus 2. It's going to be Hake with 15 seconds left. I don't think he's going to be able to do it. But he does get dropped. And now, as we look to go into round 4, YUIA, for the first time in this series, are in the lead. And if they're able to take this map, there's a definite possibility of us seeing that bracket reset. Now they have forgotten about bomb, but it's going to be Rizzo that grabs it. Let's see what they decide to do. They do decide to go B. They are going to be up against someone. Deciding to play this slowly again. Try and play for a pick, possibly. See if YUIA decide to overcommit to something. But yeah, that shot was enough to get a warning. But Haki does manage to get one. Currently 4-1. The shots just coming through. Just these little warning shots. Just enough. And that is an incredible spot, that line of sight that I did not know about. Now a 4 versus 3. 45 seconds left. Bomb's still not down. They are going to try and make their way closer towards B. They are going to be up against Inshallah and Mashallah, who are going to be close. Big Sket still being careful, watching that mid connector area. As we look, Bomb going to go down. Okay, going to be watching this top plat area. And then we do have 2 people watching the connector. Worry does manage to get 1. Now it is going to be Hake. Not able to drop in there. Now 2 versus 3. Let's have a look. Mashallah. Still weak. Does get the regen. Is he able to finish up Soleil? Not quite. And Inshallah does get the trade. Can he get a second? Not quite. Playing his life very well there. And now Orgless managing to take a round. And it is 2-2. Going into the 5th round now. And the Orgless fans going to be happy about that one. It's quite interesting the way that both teams are playing this. They're definitely playing this slower than most teams. A lot of teams will just try and push down P5, push down mid, try and play for the kills, but it seems like both teams on offense have tried to at least play a bit slow, try and take it over towards B sometimes, which isn't necessarily the favoured bomb plant on this map. Rizzo again, 2 over towards P5. Can he get a third? Inshallah does get dropped, and now the only man left is going to be Big Sket, which, there we go, finally let me change to. With bomb down, 1 versus 4 scenario with 50 seconds left. This is going to be difficult. But let's have a look. Don't count anybody out at this stage. However, both teams playing this, well, not both teams, sorry. Orgless playing this very close to each other, and this is not going to be easy for him. He's going to get traded every single time, but it doesn't matter because Hake's there. And Hake gets the kill. And another round goes in the way of Orgless, making it 3-2 as we go into round 6. There we go, as you see, Soul8 playing that corner, and Orgless played that really well. They got the kills they needed to. They stacked up 2 and 2, buddied up, and made it very, very difficult for YUIA. Now let's have a look. Let's hop on board with Worry here. 2 and 2 currently. Clearly very good at playing his life. Not the most engagements, but also not the least. Let's see. Again, playing this slower, as I said. Playing slower than most teams. However, they are trying to push up to P5. Ads has been spotted. Shots coming through, not quite able to finish it off, but now the info has gone out over towards YUIA, and they do know about it. It's going to be Rizzo trying to push up now towards this P3 location. Is he going to run into anybody? Doesn't look like it. Soul8 still watching this. Does have the info on Ads. Ads going to back up, play his life. But now Rizzo playing this. Does get 1. Can he get a second? Not quite able to get a second. Now Bomb going to go down. Soul8 is there. And Ads still in the back. I was trying to change over towards Big Sket, but the numbers are all messed up. Good old Call of Duty. Now Bomb down, 30 seconds left. Worry going to be watching it, and he's telling, don't you worry. Worry is here. I've got the bomb. He's there. But Soul8 does drop, and now there's a chance Worry could get flanked. And now 1 versus 3, and he has been flanked, and the bomb defuse is going to come in. And YUIA just collapse on all the players of Orgless there. And they do manage to get the kills they needed to get that bomb defused. And now, as we head into round 7, it is once again 3 apiece. And Orgless playing that slowly, getting that positioning over towards P5, getting Rizzo in towards P3, but YUIA just played their lives nicely. You know, Rizzo was allowed to get 1, but the rest of them just collapsed on worry at the end over towards P5. Didn't make it easy for him to protect that bomb. And now bomb gonna go over towards P5 once again, but look at this, all the players of Orgless playing over towards that P3 area. Hake gonna have the AR in hand, as we know. He is usually an aggro sub, but seems he has chosen for the S&D to pull out the AR, and his AR does not move. Holy laser beam, that was incredible. The sniper comes through as well. Full worry. And now a 1 versus 3 for Big Scat. He tried to get the snipe, not quite able to. Rizzo finishes him off, and now the bomb defuse is going to come through. And Orgless once again in the lead. It is going to be 4-3. Now as we move our way into round 8. And this game very, very close for both teams. But we do need to see YUIA take this map if they want to keep it close, or else they're looking between a rock and a hard place. If they lose this map, not only are they going to have to pull off a reverse sweep for the bracket reset, they're going to have to win the bracket reset. It's not an easy scenario to be in if you do lose this map. So, I mean, all the pressure right now really is on YUIA, having lost in that winners final and making that losers run against HSG Black. And now let's have a look. It does look like they are playing this fairly quickly. Rizzo already getting his way in towards P3. Stun going to come through. Able to get a 1. Not quite. Don't get him as he drops. And that's going to be Big Sket, who does drop. Plays his life beautifully now. Does he see Inshallah? It doesn't, but Hake is there for the trade, so it does not matter. And now in the back. Oh, I think they're going to get 2-pieced here. And they have. And now a 2 versus 2 scenario. Bomb is in the hands of Soleil. Has spotted 1 bit. Oh no, Big Sket just jumping straight off the map. And that's going to leave Ads all by his lonesome. It is now in a 1 versus 1. Soleil versus Ads. The info is there for both teams. Ads knows. Soleil knows. Soleil gets the tags. Does he chase this? No, he plays his life. He knows he's got the time to plant now because he's going to be weak. But Ads doing a long wrap. And now I think Soleil might have lost him. Does he have the read? I think he might do. Or he might not. Let's see. He starts to make his way through connector. 25 seconds left. Ads getting the timing, and Soleil with the kill. And just like that, another round in the way of Orgless, and now they are match point away from winning map 2. And just to remind anybody who wasn't here during map 1, Orgless did take the first map as well, fairly convincingly. I believe it was 250 to around 140. Are we seeing a repeat of that winners final where Orgless took it 3-0 in the series? Let's start over here with the man, Big Scat. Nade come through. Can he get connection? Not, unfortunately not. As the man, Rizzo, has made his way. He hasn't seen him. He didn't see him laying down. And just like that, you really get the break they needed. It's now 2 versus 4. Hake does get the trade though. Bomb gonna go down on A. And Soleil once again is gonna be there. Does get dropped. Big Scat playing his life. Now, gonna run in to Hake here. Hake's still in the back. And now, Mashallah, Big Scat have decided to leave it, but Mashallah is there. Does manage to get one. He does, and with the bomb down, and with all the kills their way, that is going to be the round for them. And it's not a tied game. It is not 4-4. We did have a little reset after one round, so Orgless are currently 5-4, and once again still on that match point. YUIA needing another 2 rounds in a row to take this map, but do not count them out. It's still very, very possible. Let's have a look. It is going to be Soleil who takes the bomb. Does look like the team of YUIA have decided to split fairly evenly, but Soleil has seen him. He's going to back up after being one shot. However, Rizzo not afraid of a chow. He's going to go straight in there. And once again, we have that little spot being used to the advantage of Inshallah. Does look the bomb has changed direction, and now Ad's going to be in prime position here for a kill. Does get dropped, unfortunately. And now bomb moving over towards that A bomb site. Trade not able to come through. Apologies, help not able to come through. And now a 3 versus 3. Mashallah manages to stay alive. Inshallah playing the route. Does the route man get paid? We shall see, as the men of Orgless all working over towards this P5 side. Gets the info, not quite able to finish off Soleil though. Big Scare picks up 1, and now a 2 versus 1. And Inshallah all alone. Shoots his trigger discipline not there. Does see 1 now with 18 seconds left. 1 versus 1. Can he take Soleil off of P5? And he does need to if he wants to defuse this bomb. Soleil gonna play his life, and it doesn't matter because just like that, the bomb's checked. And the kill's not come through, and map 2 is going to go in the way of Orgless. And we should see them end the game now. Orgless playing that S&D very well. And it does look like at the moment they are the better team, taking 2 maps. They have ended it. And there we go. Let's get the stats on the board for you. That is that. So there we go. Your map 2 winners are Orgless, and now we are going to stay on exposure for the next map, for the Overload. And obviously, we're rooting for YUIA here. We want it to go the distance. We don't want a grand finals via 3-0. We want the entertainment. I'm sure the Orgless fans probably don't want to hear that, but that is what we want right now. But we're going to keep the music off for now because everybody's complaining about the volume, so I'll sort that off stream. But hopefully, at the very least, we can get this to work. And it doesn't work, so ignore me. Okay. Well, I tried. I tried. By this I meant a highlight reel, but of course, listen, first stream it wasn't going to work. Soleil, Soleil's gassed. They've taken the first 2 maps. They're excited. Going into map 3, of course. Spam 1 for Orgless. Gassing up the chat as well. Soleil's on his own apparently in the chat. No one gonna help him, I see. Nice try, Dave. Nice try. Listen, I'll get it to work. I'll do it manually, watch. No? It doesn't want to. It doesn't even want to work manually. This is insane. 1 second. Let me try this again. No?
Working on it.
Hey, there we go. There we go. Get a little reset on that. Hey, there we go. It's working, boys.
You're not gonna like to see that on the replay. That was unfortunate. Replay. That was unfortunate. Now the backup players
When we play him ranked.
And now Rizzo playing this does get one. The S&D to pull out the AR, and his AR does not move. Holy laser beam, that was incredible. Does not matter. And now in the back, oh, I think they're gonna get two-pieced here. And they have. Make his way through connector. 25 seconds left. That's getting the timing, and Sole with the to leave it, but Martial Light is there. Does manage to get one, he does, and with the bomb down, and with all the kills their way, that this bomb. So they're gonna play his life, and it doesn't matter, because just like that, the bomb's checked.
Okay. Look, we tried. Right. Does look like we are just waiting for another code. So let's take it over to this. Hey, Santan Josh, thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate that. It is 2-0 over to Orgless, Josh, as we speak. Trying to join up. Hey, Fuse, thank you very much for the follow. Appreciate it, mate. Nice to see you in one of the streams. How are we doing? Just waiting on the code, and then we'll get into map 3.
Now you're something I just can't live without. Cause I get a little woozy. What you doing to me? Got me talking silly. Come on baby, do it again and again. Kiss me, got me feeling dizzy. I never want it to end. Feel like I could float away. Bubbles rush into my brain. I'm so high, I'm on my way to heaven. And oh God, I love the taste. Now you're running through my veins. Always we'll always stay lightheaded, like we've had too much champagne.
Right, and it does look like we are in the lobby now. So, as we know, currently 2-0 to Orgless. Thank you very much for the follow, Bot and Ella. Appreciate it. Thank you for joining us. 2-0 to Orgless. Orgless currently the ones that have made the winners run. YUIA, the ones that have had to come through losers, having faced Orgless already in the winners final. YUIA did lose the first 3 maps against Orgless, so Orgless did go 3-0. And Orgless pretty much undefeated all throughout playoffs, obviously. 3-1 to Invictus, 3-1 to HSG Black, and then obviously that 3-0 to YUIA, as we just spoke about. But YUIA, you know, surprising out of them that they're not able to take a map out off of Orgless, because
They 3-0'd pretty much everybody that isn't Orgless. They 3-0'd Nemesis Pythons, they 3-0'd Olympian Phoenix, they 3-0'd HSG Black as well. You know, Orgless having lost a map to HSG Black, and you know, it's a bit of an interesting one. Now really struggling against Orgless, obviously. Maybe Orgless is just their kryptonite. But as you can see, I'll bring this up for you guys. Okay. Bring that up for you there. That is the bracket as we just spoke about.
Too much champagne.
It does look like we are about to hop into this. But just to remind you guys, it is an exposure overload. Okay? YUIA need to win this map if they want to stay in this. Not only do they have to win this map, they have to win the next 3 maps for the bracket reset. Is it possible? What do we think? Is it possible? Can YUIA take these next 3 maps, reset the bracket, and then possibly take it in the second best of 5? I'm not sure, but we're about to find out. So let's go into the game. It does look like my overlay is going to be backwards, so let's swap that back right over. There we go. And just like that, we're going to start off with Soul8, who was the man on the S&D. He was pretty much unkillable. Does get a start, and we are going to see Overload is going to be a bit like TDM off the bat. We are going to be seeing the kills ads with the info on Soul8. Soul8 a bit windy, not quite able to finish him off. And now, Inshallah starting us off 2-0. And once again, he's gone for a kill and jumped off the map. But he loves to do that little suicide shot. He did it in the S&D as well. In the Overload, not quite as important, but it does work. And they are going to be taking this device over towards B. They are going to be up against Rizzo and Hake. Stun does come through, so the info is there, but they do not see. Here's Soul8 on the back. I managed to get a big kill there. And now Inshallah still with the space. Gonna grab the device, gonna run it over, and it doesn't matter, the Soul8's there because Inshallah grabs the device, runs away and gets away with it. And there we go, 1-0 over towards the side of YUIA, and they're starting to show some life. All it took was a couple of maps. Maybe they're a bit warmed up now. Let's have a look. Doesn't matter. Mashallah now managed to get 1, and it is going to be Worry, who is going to be over towards this P2 side. Getting a couple of kills, not quite able to get anything else, and now we're going to see both teams face off against each other over towards Solar. And this is going to be a battle of the ARs, I think. Inshallah getting a big 2, and they're going to run it through. Last man alive is going to be Solar. The info's there, not quite able to do anything, and that's 2-0 now to YUIA. We're finally seeing some life. Let's go, YUIA. Let's go. And now, Worry getting the person out of the back spawn there. Device is going to spawn over towards P5. Kills are still going in the way of YUIA. However, Rizzo there managed to get 1. Mashallah not able to trade his teammate there. But the stuns and nades come through. They're going to push up. Mashallah just getting caught off by Rizzo. This AR is being a bit too fast for them. Now going to play a bit closer over towards ringside. Keep them in the back of their spawn, and this is what we needed to see out of Orgless. Trades come through. However, the flank is there, and it's ads. I couldn't change to him for some reason. Ads with the flank does manage to get a defend. And now 2 minutes left of this round. This is the good side for offense, but Soul8 managed to get on a little spree here. Mashallah gonna be up against Worry. Trade does come through. Hake is there, not quite able to get a second. Soul8 does clear them out though of their spawn. And now Ads trying to stop the spawners. But they have lost Rizzo in the back, and that's not going to help them. Rizzo is still in the back. Worry grabbing the device. But Inshallah going to be there. And now Big Skek has to worry about Rizzo. Rizzo's still there. Still being a rat, as I was told he was going to be. And now device in the hands of Soulate. Going to run it 3-4. I don't know how much of a good decision that was when all of the players of YUIA are there. YUIA is so hard to say when you don't remember their name. I'll tell you that now. Big Skek managed to pick up 2. Rizzo does get a trade, gets a second as well. Rizzo playing absolutely amazingly right now, 10 and 8. Soulate also 15 and 8. Inshallah 16 and 10. The slaying department out of these 3 boys definitely being held. And now as we look, they are going to run this through. Ad's going to be there, not quite able to get the kill. And now Inshallah in the back trying to clear out his spawn, does manage to get 1, and that is the first cap that we have seen out of Orgless, and some life out of them as well on this overload. Hopefully YUIA don't let that get to their heads. There is 30 seconds left. They need to try and keep a lead going into this second half, and it does look like they're trying to do that. They have got the kills, mashallah, big pistol kill. And now with the front runners, are they going to be able to run this through for free? I don't know if they are. They are going to get caught out, and just like that, it is just going to be Inshallah by himself. He's going to take 1, going to grab the device, not quite able to pick up Rizzo there. Rizzo getting a big kill to stop that cap from happening. Now 2 seconds left, and I think that is going to be the half, and it is 2-1 after the first half over towards YUIA. And Orgless possibly going to be dropping their first map. YUIA on the good side though, so it's definitely not over for Orgless. Soulate and Rizzo definitely being the main players right now. Obviously Soulate, being the captain of this Orgless team, is looking to have the best performance that he can on this grand finals. And now as we start the second half, 5 minutes on the clock. Orgless on the good side. And as we know, Overload going to start off a little bit like a game of TDM off the start. Kills do come through. Inshallah managed to pick up 2. Ads watching this long. Not able to finish up Worry, but Inshallah trying to push up. Does have some help as well. I think they have the info on Big Skek here. Does look like they do. He is going to drop. And now a lot of players dead on the side of Orgless. Sorry, on the side of YUIA. Orgless going to try and run this through. Over towards this B site. They do need to get another round of kills if they want to cap this though. And it doesn't seem to be a good start for them as 3 are dead. And he's going to be Worry all on his lonesome. Do you think he's worrying yet? I don't know. I don't think he's worried. He's definitely not worried after those 3 rounds of kills. It's going to be Big Skek, who's going to be the last man here to stop this push. Does manage to get a big 2, which is going to allow the teammates to spawn up and get over towards this B site. Make it a little bit easier for themselves. They do manage to get 2. Inshallah, shooting straight beams right now. 23 and 15 on a 3 streak. Going absolutely huge for his team. Nade's come through. He is going to see Soulate as well. Made that 4 streak. Not quite able to make it a 5. As Big Skek is in mid, getting a big 2-piece as well. Ad's not quite managing to run it through. Big Skek getting all the info on the spawners. Does look like he's just looking to play his life here. Not quite able to finish up the ball carrier. But he is going to be chopped by 2 people. He knows for a fact this is going to be a dangerous game for him. In the back of the spawn, does he have 1? Can he get a second? Not quite able to. But it doesn't matter because Ads has got help here. They're going to run it through. I believe that is going to be a cap. Now 3-1 over to the side of YUIA. And as the ball spawns over towards P2, there's going to be Big Skek waiting to the side of Orgless now. Not quite able to get 1. Can Inshallah and Ads do anything to stop this push? Does look like they have got the intros kills they needed to. Only have to worry about mid now. It's going to be Hake. Not quite able to. Now Big Scat, can he be up against Worry? He's got the info, nades through, grabs it, got the pistol out. Can you pick up Rizzo? Not quite able to. Mashallah does get the trade though. They're going to run the device towards mid, not knowing that Worry is there. Does get traded though. And now just trades upon trades upon trades. However, Soleil with the sub managed to get through. Should have shoulder peeked that probably. Just runs out, trying to get that cap, not quite able to. And now, as the device on the floor, kills need to come through for the side. Oh my god, Rizzo get a big 3-piece, and that is going to be a free cap. That is going to be 3-2 to the side of Orgless. Now with ball spawning over towards P5, Ads managed to get a big kill. Managed to get a second as well. And now they have to worry about Soleil, who is in the back. Big Sket might have just got some time in. And now Soleil going to be behind. Does try and beam with the sub, not quite able to there. But Big Sket is going to be there. And Rizzo's still here. Can he get one? Not enough beams there. And he might just be able to run this through. It does look like he has, and that's 4-2 in that. It got close for a second. Orgless almost managing to tie this up, but now with the ball spawning in mid, with YUIA with all of the map control currently, and they're going to run this over through P5. Stuns comes through. He needs to just run this. He's going to get caught by Rizzo if he doesn't. And just like that, that is a fairly convincing lead. 50 seconds left. Unless Orgless do something drastic and start running this down P2 constantly, trying to get that B cap and the relay 3 times in a row to at least take it to overtime. Oh, Big Sket almost died, but managing to get a kill there with the help of Mashallah. Inshallah still going crazy, 30 and 22 right now. Ad's a bit shaky, however he's done enough, and that is going to be another cap for the side of YUIA. And it seems like they are very good on overload. And the respawn department as well. Maybe Scar just wasn't their map, not allowing their subs to do what they needed to do. And right now they are running it once again, down P5. Can they get it through once again? Not quite. It stopped right on the edge. But Big Skate is there. Device doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Map 2 is going to go in the way of YUIA. Sorry, map 3 is going to go in the way of YUIA, making it 2-1 on the map count. And let's have a look. Rizzo, this was a 3-piece that we just about missed. 1, 2, can he get a third? He does, but it doesn't matter because the cap has come through. Those are your stats on the board, inshallah. 31 and 23, almost 4k damage. Wow, wow, wow. Absolutely incredible out of him. And let's have a look at the scores on the boards. As we know, 2-1, as we've said. Orgless in the lead right now. Get those tunes back on. We are going to go and definitely see, at the very least, a map 4 is going to be that Colossus hard point. Colossus, one of those maps where you really want to start seeing the subs. Mashallah, inshallah, I've been told of subs on the side of YUIA. I think inshallah was definitely running an AR that game. Might be one of those maps though where you kind of flex a little bit. But the subs are definitely going to have a big part to play on this. Colossus, definitely one of those bang out maps, a little bit like Blackheart. P1, absolute grenade central. P2, you need to work for those spawns. Same with P4 and P3. If you can get there early enough and get the setup and try not to flip on yourself constantly, it's definitely possible to hold it as well. So let's see which team has the better fundamentals when we go into Colossus. I've spoken to a lot of people. They think the Colossus should be removed from the rotation. I do kind of agree, but we are going to go into Colossus, so I'm going to pause the music as we load in, and hopefully they haven't messed me up. It is going to be YUIA on the Alpha team. You need to win this to take this to a map 5. Does look like the spawn has finally come through. And there we go. Let's have a look. Nade comes through. Worry with the nade, and this is what we said. The nades onto P1 are going to be key off the bat here. Stun, grenade, stun, grenade. Ad's going to be on the point. Not too much time has gone yet. Ad's getting a big kill, does get traded as the spawns flip. Now more nades come through. 20 seconds left on P1, and as you can see, it is going to be Soleil who has already started to work on these P2 spawns. He is going to be up against pretty much the whole team. Does find one, not quite able to find a second though. And Worry not able to do any better. YUIA currently with the spawns, however, it's going to be Rizzo who has made it through, but I think Martial Law has got the timing here. He does know about it, unfortunately not. Rizzo able to get that kill. Ad's now going to try and chow him in the back, however, that does leave Soleil on the point to pick him off as well. Big Sket now in the back, waiting for his team. As Orgless do spawn out, Worry is going to drop here, and he does. Now Hake does get dropped by Inshallah, as we do have him working around P1 as well. Managed to take one before he dies, however, Big Sket there for the support. And now P2, 30 seconds left. A lot of this time has gone in the way of YUIA. And currently is still going. Contest comes through, but the kills are still coming through. Soleil does drop as well. 15 seconds left. I think Orgless are going to start working on P3. However, they are going to be up against Big Sket, and they seem to have warmed up a little bit. Big Sket not quite able to finish that kill, unfortunately. But Rizzo now left on P3. Does have a little bit of support, but he does see Mashallah, who does drop. And now P3 in the control of Orgless, who can finally start to show some life on map 4 now. Ad's Gaming going to play God Heady here. They can't let YUIA they can't let Orgless take too much time on this point, or else it's going to be very difficult for them. Unless they hold P4. Big Sket managed to get a big 2, not quite able to get the third though. Mashallah is there, can he get a 2 as well? He does, and just like that they've broken in. 30 seconds left, plenty of time to grab for them. And now, if they keep the rest of this time, they are going to be in a pretty convincing 60-point lead as we start to make our way over to P4. Hake already starting to control Statue. I'd love to see him try to play his life here. He has decided to run through tunnel, and now it is going to be Soleil who's now going to try and wrap over to P4. Doesn't look like he has. Big Sket now watching this Statue, and YUIA playing this very well. Solid spawns, getting some scrap, but Hake now in the back. Can he get another one? Try and solidify these spawns for his team as they try and close on in. He does get one. He does need to get one more. Inshallah is there. Not quite able to get another one, but the rest of his team have broken in. 3 kills for them. They need to get the guy out the back. Not quite able to, but the kill comes through for Soleil, and now he is going to be up against Ads. Ad's going to be on the side as Mashallah pushes in. Not quite able to get, well, he does get one, but he doesn't get a second. And Worry now with the AR going to be watching this Statue as the team of YUIA try and push in. And now if they get the rest of this time, Orgless going to be very close with the team of YUIA in the point department. The Hellstorm is coming through for Mashallah now. Going to drop it on the point. Really doesn't want to see them close this lead any more than they need to. And now as we get back into P4, Inshallah does get dropped, which means Mashallah are going to have to turn to find Rizzo. Does manage to get one, but does get instantly traded. Soleil now on the point. Split spawns for both teams. And now Hake has got the info, because he knows he got a secondary spawn there. I think he's had to turn around because of that. Now Rizzo goes in, able to get one. Can he get a second? Does get naded, as we said. This P1 is absolute hell with the nades. Worry now able to get some time here, and this game is very, very close. Once again, lest we forget, YUIA need to win this map if we want to see a map 5 and possibly a bracket reset. Rizzo making his way in, Inshallah. Now 17 and 12. His sub duo, Mashallah, 17 and 11. make that 18 and 12 for Inshallah. And now with essentially 5 seconds left, we are going to be working on P2. Ads has got the info on the person in the back trying to get these spawns, but now it is going to be YUIA who have this P2 control, and this is what you want to see. You want to see Inshallah pushing up deep, getting them to spawn back P3, getting them to spawn back P4, and now MashaAllah going to be on the heady with the help of Inshallah. Inshallah going to be watching P1, not quite able to pick up Hake. And now Warrior going to push in as he gets a kill of his own. Big Sket going to be in the back. Is he going to get dropped by the likes of Rizzo here, or is Rizzo just going to work on it? Doesn't matter. The rest of the YUIA team are going to be there. MashaAllah trying to beam off the statue heady with the sub. And now 20 seconds left. Are they going to start worrying about those P3 rotations? Does look like they're kind of thinking about it. Don't know if they're going to fully commit to it right now. But an entry now for the side of Orgless does mean that they're going to get at least a little bit of time here. It doesn't matter. 5 seconds left, and now it is Orgless that has worked their way over to P3. Big Sket going to be the only man that might be able to stop this. Does get absolutely beamed off of God Heady. Now MashaAllah trying to work on Hake, who is in tunnel. Does get one. Not quite able to pick up a second there on Soul8. Soul8 getting a big kill with the help of Rizzo. Does get 2 there as well. And now it is YUIA on the side, on the yellow side, who are going to be trying to work their way into P3. Orgless looking better on this P3, but I don't think it matters. Big Sket, Inshallah, Ads Gamer getting a kill of their own, and that is a 4-man wipe now for the side of Orgless. As they spawn up towards blue, they are going to start to make their way. Rizzo looking to try and make his way into tunnel. He is going to be up against this Inshallah here. Does drop him on sub as well. Can he get the guy off of God Heady? Not going to peek him. I think he does. Bit of an ego on this one, but still managed to do something. MashaAllah now going to be there to stop him. And now with 5 seconds left, the P4 rotations have come in. Worry is in the back. He does have support as well. And now, even though he is in the back, the players of YUIA are going to be on the point. Now the flank comes in. There's one. There's two. Warrior getting a big 2-piece. They now have the spawns as well. And the person trying to stop this is MashaAllah. Whips out the pistol. Not quite able to get a second. But look at this. As Gaming once again on our flank. Does he watch the right thing? Watches the front. Does get instantly naded though. And now 30 seconds left on this point. Orgless currently in control. Big Sket is in the back. But YUIA in the lead. But this could go either way. It really could. Inshallah trying to make his way in. Orgless still finishing out this P4 as they have Rizzo pushed up as well. YUIA are going to be spawning over towards the P2. Rizzo getting another one. Can he get a second? Not quite able to. He's going to drop. Now YUIA in control of statue. Going to make it more difficult for Orgless to get any time here on P1 as it does pop. MashaAllah trying to get the kill on Warrior here. The nades come through. Big Sket does drop, but as we said, YUIA in control of statue. Not going to make it easy, and Inshallah with a big 2-piece to get them off the point. 40 seconds left on P1. And it looks like they are just going for the right time here. The flank's going to come through due to the split spawns. But it looks like they're going to try and make their way over to P2, but it doesn't matter. Because who's this? It's Inshallah. Got one. Not quite able to get a third or second or third there, but 20 seconds left. The rest of the time on P1 goes in the way of Orgless, and they're already set up for P2. It does look like this is going to be a very close game towards the end, and the third set of rotations on this map, 202 to 160 for the side of YUIA as they take the rest of the scrap on P1. And now it is going to be Orgless who are set up on P2. They have the spawns, and the team of YUIA are trying to push this from the front. Inshallah 32 and 24, MashaAllah 31 and 19. We're not seeing numbers like that on the side of Orgless. Big Sket going for the contest spot, and he's got the kills, and just like that, they know there's one in the back. He's going to pre-aim it, doesn't manage to drop him, but the spawns have come through for Orgless, so they're not out of this just yet. But as we see, Inshallah down the side, Dawn 4 dead, he's going to come through. Oh, they're going to spawn in the back. They don't. Enough of a block going on there. Inshallah does get dropped over towards P1. Big Sket playing the head. He does manage to get one. And now Rizzo in the back. trying to get one. All they need is 15 seconds to close out map 4 and take this to a map 5 and possibly a reverse sweep and a bracket reset. And let's have a look. Soleil trying to make his way in. 8 seconds left. They can win it here. Mashallah turns at the wrong time, and it doesn't matter because the map is going to go in the way of YUIA. And just like that, 250 to 167. Map 4 does go their way. We are going to see a map 5. We did see Orgless take the first S&D. Let's see if they can take the last one as well. Close out this series. Or if YUIA are going to take this map 5. If they take this map 5, we are going to see a bracket reset. Incredible scenes out of Inshallah, mashallah there. 36 and 26, 32 and 19. Incredible in the slaying department. Absolutely insane. And a lot of time on hill from both teams. Let's get that changed over. Just like that. 2-2. Wow, 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 wow. We are going to see a map 5. As we know, I tend to cast map 5. This happens to me all the time. I think this season I've only had one game, which is a 3-0. The rest have been map 5s, and it is going to be a fan favorite. It is going to be that raid S&D that we love so much. Let's see. We're definitely going to see the big stick come out on either team. I hope so, at the very least. And thank you everybody for sticking around. Thank you for watching. If you haven't already dropped a follow, please do drop a follow. It is very much appreciated. It is a very good game. And as I said, I have mentioned it a few times now, but YUIA do need to win this map if they want a bracket reset. And if they have that bracket reset, we are going to see another best of 5. A Chari, thank you, Charlie, something like that. Thank you very much for the follow, I appreciate it. But we are going to be loading into raid S&D, so let's get that music stopped. Let's get on to the game in a second. Evening, thank you for joining us. We are having an incredible series, and as the countdown starts, we are going to make our way into the map. And for some reason my overlay has not clicked on, but there we go, it is there. And just like that, is obviously 4-4 to start the round. Currently Orgless trying to take this bomb over towards A. No kills just yet, but the nades are coming through. Attack usage is coming through. Hake managing to slowly try and infiltrate this spawn here. Ads, not quite sure if he can see anybody here. Does get some bullets on Soleil just there. Soleil now one shot. There's going to be Rizzo trying to push up. He does see ads, but getting a few bullets in. 45 seconds left. A few kills do need to come through. Rory in mid is getting tracked. Bomb gonna go down, and it does look like Inshallah's gonna drop one. Hake gonna get kill of his own, and just like that, Inshallah getting another kill. Bomb has gone down though. It's now a 3 versus 2 for a boy, and Inshallah not slowing down. And Worry gonna be all in his lonesome here, not quite able to get the kill that he needs to. And the first round is gonna go in the way of YUIA. And that is the life we need to see out of YUIA for us to see this bracket reset. That is what we needed to see coming into this raid S&D, starting it off, winning it an offensive round. And now let's see if Orgless can respond with an offensive round of their own, or if you are going to take it up 2-0 to start off this S&D. Let's start off with the boy, Inshallah, currently 3-0 on a 3 streak, as he is going to make his way over towards A. Don't know if they have the info. Stuns and Nave's going to come through. He does jump through, so Solid definitely knows. Semtex is there as well. Mashallah, I think, jumps off the map there, unfortunately. But Big Scat managing to get a kill there on Rizzo. Does even the playing field just for now. Ads getting traded very quickly. So now at 2 versus 2. 30 seconds with the bomb down. Hake with the sub in hand. He's going to try and pick up a kill, but he can't kill, inshallah, unfortunately. And another round has gone in the way of YUIA. And just like that, 2-0. And YUIA look alive. They do look alive, but Orgless, I think they need a little bit of a regain right now. They took the first 2 maps pretty convincingly, but then lost the overload. I believe it was 6-2. Going into a hard point, which wasn't super close. And now in the S&D are losing 2-0. They really do need to regain. Hopefully this is going to be the round. Currently 0-2 across the board apart from Hake. But it is going to be Soul8 with the bomb. Let's have a look. They try push through mid. Ads are going to have the AR out. Big Scat, finally we do see the big stick out of him. Little does he know there's players very close to him right now. He might know actually. Let's have a look. Can he get one? I think that's all he needs. If you've got the sniper out and you can get one, you've done your job. Soul8 now with the info on the sniper. The kill comes through. And he gets instantly traded. He's done his job. Now at 3 versus 3. Bomb still in the hands of Soul8 as they make their way over. Inshallah now with the info, and oh no, Orgless. That was not what you want to see out of Orgless. Out of any man, you do not want to be running into Inshallah on the bomb site when all 3 of you are stacked. And now 2 versus 2. Bomb still in the hands of Soul8. And mashallah playing this for the bomb. He has seen worry. Soul8 has managed to get bombed down, plays his life as well. So now Ads trying to get there. He spotted Soul8. Mashallah picks up a big one. And now Worry going to be all on his own. Going for a route here. Is the defuse coming through? It is. Nothing you can do. And mashallah gets the kill anyway. And just like that, YUIA 3-0 right now. And unless Orgless do something very different to what they've been doing right now. Once again, guys, I do think we're going to see a bracket reset and you're going to have to stick along for the ride. Great series so far. But I've lost connection. Oh no. Give me a second, guys. We're going to sort this out, I promise you. We are going to sort this out. I'll try and get this working. So, oh no, boys. What's happened here then? Good old Call of Duty, eh? Good old Call of Duty. Ah. There was a disconnect. It wasn't just me. Lock that voice in for another 5 maps. Abuse, thinking that we're going to go the distance. He thinks there's going to be a bracket reset. He thinks we're going to go to another map 5. It does. I'm sorry about this, guys. It does look like it's not just me who's disconnected. So we are going to have a little bit of a pause for a second. I'm going to try and get this sorted in the meantime. I'm not reading that out loud. Thank you for the follow. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. There we go.
AEL stream? Bro, what do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? Got disconnected.
Does get one
What do you want me to do?
to pull out the AR, and here's AR. Does not move. Holy laser beam. That was incredible. Does not matter. And now in the back. Oh, I think they're gonna get two-pieced here.
I do believe we're probably gonna not restart the map.
25 seconds left.
However, I do think we are gonna
And the timing.
start it off with the 3-0.
The martial art is there. Does manage to get one. He does with the bomb down. And with all the kills their way, that is this bomb. So they're gonna play it live. And it doesn't matter. Because just like that, the bomb's checked. Okay. Stun does come through, so the info is there. But they do not see. Here's Solay on the back. Martial art just getting caught off by Rizzo. This AR is being a bit too fast. Hake is there, not quite able to get a second. Solay does clear them out though. Open definitely being held. And now as we go, they are going to run this through. Ad's going to be there, not quite able to get them. So that we don't get through. Straight right now. 26-15 on the three. In the back of the field, doesn't have one, can he get a second? Not quite able to. But it doesn't matter because Ads has got help here. They're going to run it through. I believe for the side. Oh my god, Rizzo get a big three-piece, and that is going to be a free cap. That is going to be 3-2 to the side. One, not enough beams there. And he might just be able to run this through. Map control currently. So they're going to run this over 3-5. Sun comes through. He needs to just run this. He's going to get caught by Rizzo if he doesn't. It's just about this. 1, 2, and again a third. He does because of that. So the cap who has already started to work on these two spawns. He is going to be up against pretty much the whole team. Does find one, not quite able to, unfortunately. But Rizzo now left on P3. Does have a little bit of score, but it does seem Marcelo is going to drop. Take too much time on this point. So this is going to be very difficult for them. Unless they are too small, big skip, big skip, managed to get a big two, not quite able to get a third though. Marshall is there, can he get two as well? Solay, and now he is going to be up against Ads. Ads going to be on the side as Marshall pushes in, not quite able to get the info. Because he knows he's got a secondary spawn there, I think. He'd have to turn around because of that. Now Rizzo goes in, able to get, but might be able to stop this. Stop it, absolutely clean from the front heading. Now Marshall trying to work on Act. Does get one.
Okay, it does look like we are almost ready to go. Everybody is in the lobby now. After that reset, it is going to be 3-0 starting this S&D to YUIA². Let's see if they start on the right sides this time. We don't have a reset once again like we did on that exposure S&D for map 2. Just to remind you guys of the map count very quickly before we head into this. It is 2-2. This is map 5 for the bracket reset. YUIA needs to win this one. If YUIA win this one, the bracket resets, we do vetoes, and we go into the next one. So let's pause the music, let's get into this. And YUIA are going to be the ones on the offense as well. So let's have a look at Ads Gaming, going to be the one with the bomb. He is going to see Hake doing the little jump spot. But look at this, Inshallah going to start making his way over. Hopefully this guy does not stop with the momentum that he had a second ago, because he was absolutely frying. Does play his life very well. Mashallah there for the support as well. Does Ads getting the trade. Now a 1 versus 3. And Rizzo AFK? Interesting. Not quite sure what's happened there. Not quite sure what's happened there. did look Xbox bugging out. We might have another. Okay, we might have another disconnect. I think this might be another restart. What can we do? This is why you should try and avoid a team of full Xbox. What can you do, people? What can you do? Once again, we'll try and get these on the board.
That was unfortunate. Now the backup players right, but now Rizzo playing this does get one. Yes, to pull out the AR, and here they are. It's not move. Holy laser beam, that was incredible. Does not matter. And now in the bag, oh, I think they're gonna get two boosts here, and they have. 25 seconds left. Again, the timing and Sole with the supposed to leave it, but Markolo is there. Don't manage to get one. He does with the bomb down, and with all the kills their way, that hit the bomb. Sole gonna play it live, and it doesn't matter. Just like that. Bomb's check. Stun does come through to the info is there, but they do not see. There's Sole on the back. Marcelo just getting caught off by Rizzo. This AR is being a bit too fast. Ake is there, not quite able to get a second. Sole does draw them out though, definitely being held. And now as we look, they are going to run this through. As going to be there, not quite able to get them. 70 minutes to 2. It's Solar shooting straight lead right now. 23 of 15 on the 3. In the back of the field, does have one, going to get a second, not quite able to. But it doesn't matter because Ads has got held weird. They're going to run it through. I bet for the side. Oh my god, Rizzo get a big 3-piece, and that is going to be a free cap. That is going to be 3-2 to the side. One, not enough beams there, and he might just be able to run this through. Map control. And they're going to run this over 3P5. Stun comes through. He needs to just run this. He's going to get caught by Rizzo if he doesn't. Though he just about missed.
Rizzo, thank you very much for the follow. Appreciate it. Seems like Xbox is just bugging out a little bit, so we are just trying to figure out now, one, if we can get the lobby restarted, get everybody back into this, finish out this series, or not all, sorry, and if it's 3-0 or if they're going to take the 4-0, because if that last round counted, basically. Let's have a look. Ibby, I don't know if I said thank you for the follow, but I appreciate the follow. Thank you very much. Got some more Orgless support in the chat. Bot V22 also here. He's here for YUIA². $100 for YUIA² to win this. What? What do you mean $100 for YUIA² to win this? Who are you betting against? How's everybody doing so far? Taking bets for my team. Let's go. Hey, how's everybody doing so far? We all enjoying the series? I can tell you for sure that I am. Incredible so far. Let me just remind you guys of one little thing. And here's the bracket. For those of you who joined later than map 1. YUIA² making a run through losers after having lost to Orgless 3-0 in the winners final, but before that they did go pretty much flawless on the map count. 3-0 Nemesis Python, they 3-0 Olympian Phoenix, they 3-0 HSG Black, but Orgless making their way through winners. 3-1 Invictus, HSG Black, and then obviously as we said before they 3-0 YUIA in the winners final. But I was told that YUIA in that 3-0 were not running their main stack. The best of 5 had not finished tricks. We're still on map 5, however Xbox currently is having an outage. So with Orgless being a full team of Xbox players, there may be problems with the servers. However, we are starting to see some of them pop back into the server, so we're just having a look now. Ibby did warn me earlier that he did warn me earlier that if their team don't win this, that he's gonna start booting some players off the team, doing a bit of a roster change. Love to see it. In the meantime, let's just look at the maps. As we know, and as we've been in, it is currently 2-2. We did get to see 4 rounds of the Raid S&D. It is currently 4-0 to YUIA, so we are most likely going to see a bracket reset if it does go through. Unfortunately, there is some issues apparently with syncing games to the cloud on Xbox. I don't know, but we are just missing Worry at the moment from the looks of it. I'll let you pick the first guy to kick. I don't know if I want that responsibility. But I think if I did that, the guy who got kicked would probably have a vendetta against me for the rest of his Call of Duty career. So let's try not to do that if possible. But yeah, it looks like we are most likely going to have a bit of a long one today, boys. So thank you for sticking around. Once again, if you haven't already, please do drop a follow. If you've got a Prime, feel free to drop it if you've enjoyed so far. We do try our best out here, try and keep it entertaining. Apart from some technical difficulties, there's not much more I can do, unfortunately. But in the meantime, while we wait, let you guys see my beautiful face. 1p can... Wait, let me see if I can read this. 1p, can I have your vape, please? Okay, yeah, that actually made a lot more sense than I thought it was going to. Thank you very much for the follow. Appreciate that a lot. Ah, I just punched my mic, man. I just punched... Imagine I just... Wait, imagine I just, like... One sec. Imagine I just, like... Just hit it with a... You know what I mean? I actually didn't mean to do that. I actually didn't mean to do that. I just fully elbowed my mic. Sorry, that probably sounded really loud in your ears. If it didn't, well, my settings are just too good. Here's what it is. But it looks like we do have everybody in, and hopefully we are going to be starting this off again fairly soon. Once again, just to remind you guys, we are currently 4-0 in the lead in this S&D. They are 4-0 in this S&D. They are looking to reset the bracket, so we might be here for a while, people. We might be here for a while. Maybe not. It does look like the full team of Orgless have just left the lobby. So unless it's to their host, I don't know. I don't know. But I'm going to figure it out. I'm going to figure it out for you people. In the meantime, have a look at some highlights.
Bruh, thank you so much. I didn't realize I was muted. My bad. Long story short, YUIA, very fast play, good shit. They got to B. They rushed under. The kills came through, and now it's a 1v3 that's been lost. Smashed it. Good recovery, right? Tell me good recovery in the chat right now if that was a good recovery. But anyway, we're going to move on. It is now 5-0 to the side of YUIA. They are currently on match point. We might be seeing a bracket reset. Not only with bracket reset, but this will be a reverse sweep if YUIA manage to take another round. They are going to be taking the bomb over towards B. They're only going to be up against 2 players. Az decides to go for a swim. Big Sket get a big pick with the sniper. Now bomb going to go down. Worry with the nade. Going to try and cook. Does manage to get one. Can he get a second? Not quite able to pick up Mashallah, unfortunately. And just like that, Rizzo in a 1 versus 2 situation does have the info. Able to pick up one. Now 1 versus 1. And it's possible. It's up against Big Sket. He has got the sniper. He has got the big stick in hand. He's going to be playing the off angle there on the side. And now Big Sket playing his life. Getting the knife. And that is going to be the map. Over towards YUIA. A clean 6-0 to finish off this first best of 5. YUIA do take this 3-2. Cheeky little reverse sweep. Seems like they needed their first 2 maps to warm up. And that is the first time that both teams have gone to a map 5. And we're gonna go over to the maps. Just like that. The first best of 5. 3-2 over to YUIA. Glad we managed to get that out of the way. And now they're going to do the vetoes once again. And while they're doing the vetoes,
I'm going to do the graphics for the next best of 5. So guys, we're going to get you over to this. We're going to get the tune back on. And I'm sorry, but you're going to have to stare at the highlights for a little bit longer, just while they do the vetoes, just while I do the graphics. And then we're going to be right back. Everybody stick around if you want to see this second best of 5. Okay, it is going to be a bracket reset. Now it is anybody's game. Even though YUIA took the first one 3-2, it is now anybody's game. It could not be closer, so stick around.
of make-believe. Kids screaming in the cradles, profanities. I see the world through ice covered in ink and bleach. Cross out the ones who heard my cries and watched me weep. I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush. Take my eyes open to force reality. Why can't you just let me eat my weight in glee? I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in their cradles, profanities. Some days I feel skinnier than all the other days. Sometimes I can't tell if my body belongs to me. I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush. Content, hold your breath and feel the tension. Devils hide behind redemption. Honesty is a one-way gate to hell. I wanna taste consumption. Breathe faster to waste oxygen. Hear the children sing aloud. It's music till the wick burns out. Just tripping on day dreams, got dirty little lullabies playing on repeat. Might as well just ride around the nursery and count sheep.
It will never change. Feeling like it did right at the start, like the first time. Light that hits your face, the silhouette that's burning to my eyes, and you're still mine. We're already going, going
Right, they didn't wait for me. I was doing graphics. They've gone into the game. Okay, it's about to go in. We're going in. The game started already. It's not my fault. They went in without telling me. Okay, we're going in. Right. Currently a tied game. Blackheart hardpoint. We'll look at the maps after. They were doing vetoes. They just didn't tell me. So we're going in. Right, currently tied game. We're on P4 already. So like 10 and 9, trying to push up. Does manage to find one. Gonna see inshallah, mashallah, not quite able to find him there. And now Worry trying to contest this hill. Got 2 players in front of him. Not able to pick up one, not quite able to pick up another. And now Rizzo playing this mid area. 14 seconds left. They're going to be starting to look to keep possession of P5 here. Does manage to get one, but Ads in the back. Gonna find one here. And now it is going to be it is going to be Orgless who have possession of P5. Big Scat trying to make his way in. Is going to be up against 2 players, so not going to make it easy. Hake does get one. Now Soulate just playing his life. Make sure the players can't get in, but Ads is doing the work that he needs to do with this sub. And he's got through. Last player alive on the side of Orgless is going to be Hake. But now the info's through. He's going to get one. Can he get a second? Unfortunately not. Ads is going to be ready for him. 30 seconds left. Orgless now in the lead. And just like that, as the players of Orgless try and make their way over towards P5, YUIA getting the kills they need to get. 10 seconds left. Going to be starting thinking about P1 now. Big Scare going to be the first man there. Does manage to take one. Needs to play his life until he has help from his teammates. Inshallah has made it in. Does info goes out. And now Big Scare, last one alive. Once again has support. Needs to get a kill here. Stays alive as well. That's absolutely huge for his team. Insane. And now YUIA going to have possession of this. Currently in the lead as well. Coming off of some momentum off of this bracket reset, taking 3 maps in a row. Clearly they have warmed up now and they are ready for this. Inshallah taking control of long there. Now it does look like, even though YUIA have possession of P1 for now, Hake and Worry trying to worry about this. Not quite able to get anything there. P1 not able to be capped by Orgless. P2 spawns not able to be gotten by Orgless. This is a complete meltdown for them right now. YUIA definitely have all the momentum going into this 100-point lead now as we go into this set of rotations for P2. The Orgless team trying to blast out through P4 do all get absolutely smashed by Ad's grenade. And now they're going to be trying to do this from the front. Mashallah going to be there, not able to stop them. Inshallah going to be there, not able to stop them. But here's Ads in the back again. Rizzo turns, and now last man alive on the point. Does manage to get one, and that leaves Soleil all alone. And the spawns come through, and that's why the spawns are so important on a hard point. Because even if you get the entry kills, they're going to be spawning on you. It's not going to be easy to get that point. 20 seconds left. And it looks like we might be looking at a 100-point club. Although Orgless have rotated, they do have those P3 spawns. Hake playing this frontal position does get dropped. And now, mashallah, going to be in the point. Going to get some awful time in there on Worry. But Orgless now looking to try and come alive as they try and get some time here on P3. YUIA trying to push through P5. But they are getting stopped by Hake. Hake with the wall bounce, not quite able to pick up Ads. And now Ads makes his way onto point after getting a second. Can he get the third? It is Rizzo in the back, currently blocking spawns, but it doesn't matter when his team have spawned by P4. They does get dropped, and now, mashallah, can he take one with him before he dies? He does. Soleil now getting that time, and 20 seconds left. It does look like it's not going to be a 100-point club. I take back my earlier statement.
Sole playing his life, mashallah, not quite able to do anything. The knife kill comes through, and now as we look to go over towards P5, it is going to be YUIA who have the possession of it. Mashallah, playing a little rat corner here, seeing if anybody jumps over him. They have. Does look like he's going to go for the Diddy. He has, and this is not what you want to see. They take 3 maps in a row, do the reverse sweep. Ads is jumping off the map now as well. But now Sole gets the kill, tries to push in, and it is Rizzo who's going to be in the back. Big Sket is aware of it, going for the knife, and he does get it. I think that was a little bit BM, but moving on. Sole trying to move in. 5 seconds left. And they have made it in. The game is not over quite yet. Looks like they're trying to get in their head. Some of them just going for some knife kills here and there. But I think that's going to be the end of the game unless Rizzo can get on. That is not. And although we did jump into this late because the players didn't decide to wait for their caster, we are going to see going into map 2. YUIA do have the lead. Didn't get to see the start of that map. It was very close at the start, but as soon as we joined, YUIA kind of running away with it a little bit. And when you have 3k damage across the board for your team, Worry going 14 and 25, that's not exactly what you want to see. And just like that, let's get rid of all of this. Apologies, wasn't ready for this. These are your maps for this bracket reset. It is going to be, obviously, as we've just seen, that Blackheart hardpoint, which did go in the way of YUIA. And now we are going to go over to a Scar S&D. None of these maps we saw in the first bracket. So definitely a change of pace here as we go into it. Scar S&D being the next map. And then we're going to have a Den Overload. One of my favourite Overload maps, and maps in general, to be honest. And then if we get that far, which I think we will, if the first bracket was if the first best of 5 was anything like this one is, then we might see a Scar hardpoint and also a Den S&D. But here we go. Does look like we are starting it. Scar S&D, as we said, going to be this next map. I think the players are they're tired already. They've played too many maps. They're trying to rush through this now. They want to get this bracket reset over and done with. YUIA having reset the first bracket, now coming into a second. Best of 5. They have taken the first map. If they take the second map and we see a reverse sweep from Orgless, going to be some interesting stuff. They've had to reset the lobby because the teams didn't change, but we're going to see it in a second. Don't you worry, we'll get there. We will get there. I'm just having a go at the players right now for starting the game before I didn't even have the maps, and they'd already started the game, by the way. But it is what it is. It is what it is. Orgless getting murked, bet off. I'm keeping you to your word. That $100 for Orgless to win. Keeping it to you. Get some. Gonna keep the music quite quiet for now.
Welcome everybody, anybody who's joining up, ready for this second bracket in best of 5. We are taking that first map. We're now going to go into a Scar S&D. We do have everybody in the lobby, so it does look like we're going to be getting it fairly soon. It does look like we are going to be starting off our 7th map in this grand finals. Just a reminder to everybody who wasn't here for the first bracket, Orgless taking the first 2 maps, YUIA then taking the next 3, causing that bracket reset. Let's get the music stopped as we wait to go into this game. YUIA now taking this first map, putting Orgless on the backhand, or the back foot even. I don't know what backhand means, but the back foot. But let's go into this. Make sure I've got the graphics right. I do indeed. Soulate gonna be the bomb carrier as they make their way over towards A. Does look like that is a good start for Orgless, and that's exactly what you want to see, having dropped that first map. Good entry kill out of them. Now a 3 versus 4 for YUIA. Soulate still with the bomb. Got the info as well. Nade come through. 50 seconds left, so still plenty of time to work with. Hake watching the top. Rizzo watching the bottom. Soulate on the bomb. Haki's there. Does get absolutely destroyed by Mashallah. Now a 3 versus 3. Rizzo gonna be the man to maybe take a death here for some info. Mashallah picks up Soulate but takes big skip with him. Nade comes through. Now a 1 versus 2 for Mashallah. And if there was ever a man to do it, it would be him. But when you jump in the middle of 2 players like that, I don't think it's going to work out for you, buddy. And that is exactly the kind of start you want if you're Orgless. Especially after that map 5 where they got 6-0'd on Raid S&D. Showing some life once again. Now as we go into round 2. And it is going to be YUIA who are on the offense. Let's see how they decide to play this. Mashallah does get the sniper off of Hake, so that's one of the lives gone. And now as they make their way in, Worry takes one of his own. Bomb is going to go down, and we're going to see Soulate here get pretty quick to it. Does absolutely destroy ads through the wall there. I think he's got the info on Mashallah as well, so he's going to try and get him, but not quite able to. Bomb still down. Info on Mashallah is there, which means they know last player is going to be somewhere around there. There we go. 1 versus 3. Mashallah all in his own. Needs to stop the defuse as well. Can he get there? Unfortunately not. And that is 2-0 over to Orgless. And once again, keeping this close. Orgless definitely coming into this bracket reset with a fresh mind. It is Div 8, so not all of these players have experience playing at this kind of level, getting to these grand finals. But here we go. It is going to be Orgless on the offense once again, with their lead up 2-0. Hake has lost a sniper life.
It seems they are going to go B. Does the info come through? If there was ever a man to stop them, it would be Ads. And it seems like Rizzo's decided to just run past. But unfortunately, he's got absolutely horrible timing on Mashallah. It does get traded. Hake does take Ads. Now 3 versus 3. Bomb. Very close to B here. Bomb is going to go down as well. And it seems like YUIA are going to try and push through the blue spawn, but do they have the info? They might do. 2 players watching the back. They're going to have 2 players up against them. 1 player in the front. They're going to have 1 player up against them. And just like this, there's 1. Inshallah gets the trade. Almost able to get a second, but plays his life beautifully. Inshallah runs in. Hake not able to finish up that kill, sorry. But the bomb is still down, and unfortunately, Hake not able to stay alive and get the kills. And that is the first round for YUIA. As they get the defuse. Two, 1 now to Orgless. Big Scat currently 0-2. Kind of want to see him pick it up a little bit. And Ads also 0-3. Ads the captain of this YUIA team. You want to see him pick it up, or else that's not exactly the kind of example you want to be setting as a captain. But you know, it does happen. He's got the sub in hand. Usually he is the AR, so maybe they are trading it up. Gonna push up with this bomb. Able to pick up Hake. Can he stay alive? He does somehow. Rizzo not able to finish that kill, unfortunately. But Big Sket now up towards top motel. Can he find the 1 on Soleil? Does see Worry. Worry absolute beams. Does drop Big Sket. Now a 2 versus 3 for the side of YUIA. Bomb has gone down as well. Now Ads. Got to stop this push. Can he get 1? Unfortunately not. Rizzo managing to play his life beautifully. And now Ads in the close corner does get dropped. Now it is going to be a 1 versus 3. Bomb. 30 seconds before it explodes. Mashallah trying to make his way in. Needs to check the bomb. Impossible situation for him. And just like that, Orgless 3-1 in this S&D. And this is kind of what you needed to see out of them, isn't it? They, you know, won the first 2 maps in the best of 5, the original one, and then just completely fell apart towards the end. Got reverse swept, but they've come into this, even after losing the first map, they're still playing to win. They're still here. They're pushing the maps all to the end. The S&D is winnable for them. If they take this map, we're definitely going to see a map 4. So let's have a look. It is going to be Orgless once again on the offense. They've been very good on these offensive rounds. Hake currently 1-4. The only man who is negative on that team. But inshallah, we know he shoots straight. Just like that, they make their way through. But Rizzo is there. The info was there. Now 2 versus 4. Hake does get 1 with the sniper. So late trying to pick up another one. Now a 2 versus 3. Hake being careful. Soleil has spotted 1 in the back. Can he play his life? Not quite. Inshallah has dropped him, and now Hake obviously going to search for him. Going to be weak, and Inshallah is not missing. What can you do? Now 3-2 as we go into the 6th round. And Inshallah double positive. 600 damage. He's been shooting straight since the 3rd map. Let's start it off with Ads on this round. AR in hand. Put the sub away. Now he's going to try and make his way over to A. I'm a poet, I didn't know it. Let's go. Playing this corner, he did get dropped by Rizzo on a couple of rounds ago in this exact same corner. Crawling over towards the bomb site, stun comes through, nothing hits. Now the plant coming through. Rizzo not able to peek, mashallah is there. Still a 4 versus 4, but the bomb is down. So now Orgless need to move fast. Hake managing to stay alive here. 2 mashallah in the back. Does eventually drop. Now Rizzo does see one on the Jennies. Nade does hit as well. And Ad's gonna get that kill. Rizzo, beautiful positioning. Now in a 1 versus 2. Not able to get any more. And that is another round over to YUIA. And it is a tied game. And I don't think I've seen a closer series than this. Three. Big Sket still on a donut. Let's see if this round he can change that. Okay, gonna be the bomb carrier as he makes his way over to Motel. The team of AEL very spread out as it stands. Watching that blue. But Ad's so close to Rizzo. So close to so late. And all it takes is one of these players to game for him, and there it is. There's the timing he needed. And now can they push? We're going to watch mashallah here as he watches the cross. Ignore me, he doesn't watch the cross. Of course, that timing is unbelievable. Inshallah in the back. Has he seen him? He has, but so late. Just not able to get out there in time. He does actually. Mashallah now going to chase him. Now 2 versus 3 for YUIA. Bomb is going to go down. So late, not seeing Big Sket here. Oh, but the timing comes through. Mashallah still alive. 1 versus 2. Spots 1. Bullets not quite hitting, but unfortunately not able to pick that one up. And that's going to be a round in the way of Orgless. 4-3 in this map 2. Current map count 1-0 over to YUIA. So if Orgless do take this, we are going to see at least a map 4, which I do believe was. I don't remember actually. It was a Scar hardpoint. It was a Scar hardpoint. That's correct. Now let's have a look. Big Sket still on the donut, but it doesn't matter. Team still keeping this fairly close. They've got the info. Big Sket running this up. Can he drop Worry here? Or is the pressure from Orgless a bit too much? Soulate and Worry playing this green and P5 side. The rest of their team playing in that market. Just like that. Soulate trying to shoot through bullets. Does get shot through the wall. Now they have the info. Most of the players are working over towards B. They know now that Inshallah is the one working over towards A. Worry makes his way in. Big Sket still 0-5, and now it is mashallah still up on live, and that is not gonna do it. Although they got the bomb down, the defuse is gonna come through. And now Orgless on match point on this map 2 S&D. And you just know there's someone in the chat right now who is not going to be happy with a couple of these performances. As I said, match point over towards Orgless. Big Sket really needs to get off of this donut.
If he doesn't, I do see YUIA are going to be losing this map. It is going to be Orgless on the offense as they take the bomb. It is going to be Hake with the bomb, making his way over to A. It does look like the team of YUIA are playing this very quickly, trying to get through P2. Now this is a Dave kind of play. I love this. Do drop Hake, and that is going to be the bomb carrier. Now trades go out. It is a 2 versus 3. So late. Last one alive now is a 1 versus 3 as Martial Law drops Worry. Going to get timing, and unfortunately that's not going to do it. And that's a great round out of YUIA. Not scared that the Orgless are on match point. They push that out through P2, through that bomb site, and they get the trades that they need to get. Good positioning out of Inshallah as well to stop this back rotation through blue. And now YUIA one step closer to trying to take this map, bringing it to around 11. Does look like they're doing a similar thing over towards A, just from the other side now. Inshallah going to be man on the AR. Going to be trying not to stick a Semtex to his teammate, but it does drop on Worry's forehead. And just like that, 3 versus 4, and YUIA have a very high chance of taking this round if they can get the bomb down and pick up the trades. Inshallah playing his life on Rizzo there, and chows that absolutely beautifully. Hake just making sure they can't plant the bomb. Playing his life. 50 seconds left now. YUIA need to make a play. Trades come through. Now a 2 versus 2 with bomb down. Big Sket close to the bomb, can grab it. Mashallah there for the kill on Hake as well. And the last man alive on the team of Orgless is gonna be so late. He has spotted Mashallah. Can he stay alive? He has got 30 seconds to play with here in this 1 versus 2. Not quite able to pick that up, unfortunately. And now we are gonna see around 11. If Orgless take this, they make it 1-1 in this second best of 5. If YUIA take it, they make it 2-0 in the second best of 5, and ever closer to the champions of Division 8. Let's have a look. We're going to hop on board with Big Sket, who finally managed to get off the donut. He's on a breadstick now. Nade goes out. Does have some support from teammates over towards A. Ad's going to be the one with the bomb, trying to make his way through. We're going to stick with Big Sket for a second, as we hope to see him get a second kill. But the team of Orgless are playing their lives very well. They know that it's on YUIA to get the bomb planted, and just like that, 2 versus 4, Worry and Soleil are going to be the only ones left. Bomb's going to go down, and this is not what you want in a round 11. A 2 versus 4, and Worry's going to run past. I leave Soleil in a 1 versus 4. Everyone's going to run at him. There's one. So that is going to be the end, unfortunately, of that map. YUIA take map 2 after Orgless were 3 rounds ahead. Orgless really struggling to finish out their games right now. Really struggling to finish out their series. An incredible performance out of Inshallah and Mashallah. These 2 players are definitely what you want to have on the side of YUIA. And the next map is going to be a Den Overload. We're on series point for YUIA. DNA Source, thank you very much for the follow. Appreciate that. This is going to be the series point. The 5-3 curse strikes again. Yeah. Is that a common thing then for Orgless? Does this happen a lot? But that is going to be that. YUIA. Can they close it out? Or, you know, this could go either way still. This could go either way. Even though YUIA are 5 maps on the trot. They've won 5 maps on the trot. Right? Orgless did the same thing in the first series. Orgless won the first 2 maps. And then YUIA came and reverse swept. So this is just what Orgless need to do. They know it's happened to them, so they know it's possible. Now they just need to lock in. And they need to do the same thing to YUIA. But that is very close indeed. I'm just trying to sort something out for us, guys. Just while we wait for this map. Just so we don't have to keep seeing the highlights from the first best of 5. Okay, I don't have time to do it. It's fine. It's fine. Does look like we are going to be getting into this 3rd map. And indeed, YUIA have won 5 on the trot. But it doesn't mean it's over. Orgless have shown that they are capable of beating this YUIA team. But YUIA did show up in the overload on the first best of 5. But this could be it. Series point for YUIA right now. And it does look like we are going to get into this. I'm going to have to swap over the overlay as well. Just like that. Starting off in the middle. Going to be a small game of TDM here. 2 kills either way. So late is the only one to change that. Now 3 kills in the way of Orgless. Trades go out. Not letting me change certain players here. There you go. Okay, going to be stopping this push out of YUIA. YUIA going to be looking to get the end of this series now. As they push up. Martial going to be behind, not able to get the kill there. Big Sket does drop as well, and now the kill's going in the way of Orgless. So late, going to be pushing up, trying to work these spawns and getting his teammates to push with the device. That's what they've chosen to go towards B. Can Big Sket stop this? He is going to be essentially on his own. Not quite able to. Now he's going to be the first cap. And that's exactly what you want to see out of Orgless. And they're still going. They're locked down their spawn. This is the good spawn side for Den Overload. And Rizzo shooting straight. That's another cap for Orgless, and they're coming out with a bang. They do not want to let YUIA have this championship. Now, as the device spawns over towards Outer, it is going to be Inshallah who starts to make his way through the push. Absolutely beams Warrior. Now he's got the upwards advantage on the rest of the team. And Ads is there to support him. Not quite able to finish off Rizzo though. So Rizzo, wow, I've got a lisp now apparently. Rizzo gonna be looking to stop this ball from coming over towards Computers, going into B. He's got help from teammates now, but can he stay alive as he gets pushed? Mashallah gonna be there with the device. He's gonna run it straight in. It doesn't matter. Now 2-1 over towards Orgless, with the device spawning up in mid. Mashallah trying to push with his teammate Inshallah. This duo is dangerous. He's got the pistol in hand. He can drop one, but he's got Hake right behind him to stop him. Gonna pick up the device, run this over towards A, where his teammates are already pushed up. They got the info on Inshallah. He's dead. Mashallah also in the middle, but can they drop?
Big scare. Oh, not finishing his kill, and this is the most awkward gunfight I've ever seen in my life. Ad Gaming, the only one left, and he doesn't get killed either, but they've had enough time to respawn, and now YUIA pushed up towards this P3. Worry, not worrying too much, just laying down, having a nap, waiting for his teammates to drop. Managed to get one, but there's one in mid-cut, and inshallah gets him, but Rizzo playing in the corner managed to get a second as well, but it doesn't matter. Mashallah running it down. Can he cap this? Can he juke him? He does indeed. And now 2 to 2 on the board. Device once again spawning up towards P3. Hake does get dropped. And now a 1v1. Worry now in control of P3. Gonna grab the device, start wrapping this over towards B, and that's an absolutely huge kill out of Rizzo to give them a 3 cap. And now Worry gonna have to come back. Device spawning over towards Outer. Mashallah spots one. Good discipline to change to the other target there, and he does get him, but he does drop to Soleil. Unfortunately, Soleil now playing in the back. I do believe that Ads has spotted him, so Ads is going to be chasing him, but it doesn't matter. Soleil drops one, still running. Ads still not found him, but there he is. But the rest of Ads' team have managed to push up, and just like that, 3-3 again, a close game. 40 seconds before we get into the second half, and Big Sket seems to have found his thumbs. He's 11 and 8. We love to see it. And now he's going to push up. Who's this in the middle? It's Soleil, but he has been spotted, and he does manage to take one with him, so it's not going to be easy if you either want to grab this device, because Orgless have got the wipe. Can they get one more before the break? No, they can't. Ads playing the spawn nicely, but they have managed to get into P4, P3 even. Big Scare going to be there, the man to stop them. Does get one. Can he get a second? He does, with the help of the teammates. So we are going to go into the second half, 3-3. And although Orgless started that off really, really hot, as Wompy has said, they are choking a little bit, aren't they? Don't want to see that out of them. However, now we switch sides, and the good side no longer belongs to Orgless. And I think it's very possible, if it keeps going this way, that we might see a sudden death. No more respawns round at the end. Soleil playing his life, trying to get close to P1. Mashallah not waiting for him, and then they just grab the ball and go, and that is exactly how you should play Overload. Get a kill, grab the ball, go. And the kills come through, nice little wall bounce to get through, and that is an early lead for YUIA. I'm never going to remember their name. It is what it is. Hake managed to take one with him, but there are a few players here, and if players of Orgless keep getting wiped over towards P3, this is not going to be easy for them. Currently no one has touched the device. The smoke comes through, and just like that, Soleil takes 2. You get the 4th. You can't see him because of the smoke, but it is there. Device still close. Mashallah gonna grab it and run and force all the players of Orgless to turn around, but it doesn't matter. The kills come through for Rizzo, and now with Rizzo being pushed up, doesn't see one above him. No way. I was gonna say if he turns on them there, that would have been absolutely criminal. And the kills are still going in the way of Orgless. This is what they need if they want to tie this up. Mashallah shooting his teammate, not getting the trade, but Hake does eventually drop there. Now inshallah going to grab it, run this over towards A. He's got help from teammates, but Orgless are going to be spawning on A. So he's managed to get one of the pistol kills, and that's absolutely huge. Ads not quite able to do anything there, but nevertheless, as we know, Overload, lots of kills, 3 minutes left, plenty of stuff can happen still. just like that, inshallah gets one. Can he play his life? He gets a second with the help of Ad's game in there, and that's all for dead. And inshallah once again has fallen off the map. That is about the third time we have seen this in this series. Ad's gaming does dive into the point, and that is a very good lead for YUIA. And now 5-3. They currently are going to be, as it stands, the champions of Division 8.2. Inshallah managed to get one. The trigger discipline not allowing him to get the second on Hake. Hake going to run this through, but Rizzo is there. And I think if he grabs this, he might be able to just cap this for free. And he has, so now 5-4. Thank you very much for the follow, Safnak. Appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. And now, P1 going to be under the control of Big Sket. Currently 19-5. And the device is going to come over towards B. Big kills need to come through now, but with a team wipe like that, that's not going to be easy. Worry now, going to get one. Not able to get a second, so Big Sket going to run that in. And now, look at this. Orgless having to fight out of their spawn as YUIA completely take over on this map. Still 2 minutes left, still plenty of time possible for a relay. However, mashallah, running it through by himself. He doesn't care. He's got the device. He wants to run it into their spawn, get it as far as possible. Screen on. Oh my god, what the hell? Did I press the wrong button? That's awkward. My bad. My bad, boys. My bad. My bad. I need a production team. Anybody want to be part of the production team? Jesus Christ. Right. Either way, YUIA, as we know, in the lead, grabbing the device again, another round of kills, 7-4, and you gotta think they're feeling pretty comfortable now. 3 goals in the lead. And so late. He's like, I need to just run this. I need to go. We need to get this cap. He runs it in. He forgets about the kill. That's fine. And now, 45 seconds left. Is it possible? Can Orgless do it for the content? Maybe they can. Hake, with the help of Rizzo, getting 3. Last one alive is going to be Big Sket, who's going to be playing this corner. Hake going to drop. But now, not quite able to, and I think that's it with 24 seconds left. Oh, it looks like the boys on the side of YUIA are just going to push up. Worry going to grab the device. Maybe they are doing it for the content. Is a relay possible as this spawns over towards P5? All it takes is that device to spawn fast enough, and So Late is going to be on it, but is he going to see the right angle? He's not. Now, unfortunately, with the body shot, that's going to come through, and just like that, that is the win over to YUIA. So sorry about the screen. I have a button that saves a replay, right? So that I can do the highlights. And I obviously just slipped off of that button because I don't look at it the whole time, obviously, because I'm trying to switch between players. But that happened. But YUIA do take the win. They are the champions of Division 8.2, Season 1 of Black Ops 7. Thank you everybody who stuck around through that first bracket reset. That was 6 maps on the trot for YUIA. They clearly needed that first map to the first 2 maps to warm up. But let's have a look now that we know who the winner of that game is at the highlights from this series. If it works, because sometimes it doesn't like working. There we go. So this was from the first set of rotations. We had that Scar hardpoint, which went in the way of Orgless. The S&D, which also went in the way of Orgless. But that S&D was fairly close. And I'm really impressed, to be honest. Inshallah, mashallah. Absolutely great players in Division 8. Really, really good players for the side of YUIA. Some
Good team play coming out of both of them as well. Big Scat, thank you very much for the follow. Appreciate that a lot. Appreciate it. No worries at all, mate. No worries at all. Feel free to stick around and watch the highlights now that you're finished with the game. And the overload, YUIA², too good on the overload, especially on exposure. They absolutely slammed Orgless on that map. But Orgless really did fight through all the way till the end. And then obviously we saw that Colossus hard point where YUIA² absolutely slammed Orgless at the start of that map. It then got pretty close. And then a little bit later on, YUIA² just pulled away with it, taking it to that map 5, which, as we know, had a few issues, unfortunately, at Raid S&D. Appreciate everybody who came out. Thank you very much. If you haven't already dropped a follow, guys, please do drop a follow. Very much appreciated. If you have a Prime sub and you enjoyed the cast, hopefully I did my job. Apart from a couple of mistakes here and there, hopefully I did my job to your satisfaction. But we are going to do a little raid in a second. If you guys stick around, I do believe that there are some... Abuse is casting right now as well, so if you guys stick around, we'll go over to Abuse, give him some more viewers on his cast as well. How does that sound? Anybody who's just joining in, just to let you know, YUIA² did take that off the bracket reset as well. 3-0 on that second best of 5. But let's go over. That's what we're gonna do, guys. Right? We're gonna go over. We're gonna do a little raid over to Abuse. If you guys please stick around. Great caster. Casted at LAN with me recently. So I'm going to send you over now, okay? Thank you very much for the stream, guys. Appreciate you all. I'll see you in a second in Abuser's chat. I'll see you in a second in Abuser's chat. You all ready? Let's go, guys.
Coming through again. Look at this. Rage, Colin, doing all the work that they need to do.